What specific initiatives and strategies is Panasonic employing to enter the solar industry, and how do they compare to other companies' approach? Well, today we're diving into an exciting development in the renewable energy sector, how Panasonic is planning to enter the solar industry. Join us as we explore Panasonic's ambitious plans to expand its footprint in solar energy, from innovative solar panel technologies to strategic partnerships. We'll delve into the potential impact on the solar market, environmental sustainability, and the future of renewable energy. Whether you're a supporter of solar power or just interested in the latest advancements in technology, this one is for you. So let's shine a light on this fascinating topic. Japanese electronics giant Panasonic recently unveiled an innovative transparent solar film technology that coats glass surface to discreetly generate emission-free renewable electricity. The solar visibility breakthrough promises to turn windows and walls of skyscrapers and vehicles into unseen clean energy plants. But despite enormous decarbonization potential, uncertainties around practical large-scale integration and ethical investment trade-offs persist. That proactive policies, open access research, and public-private collaboration must overcome to fulfill such technologies' world-changing promise. As Panasonic spotlights avoid emissions accounting to supplement its operations reductions, transparent solar films symbolize the cross-sector system solutions imperative for harnessing sustainability multiplier effects across economies. How exactly does Panasonic's organic see-through solar film technology work to absorb and convert sunlight into electricity? Panasonic's transparent photovoltaic technology centers on an organic semiconductor material called P-Skype that can directly absorb sunlight and generate electrical current when coated onto the glass in an ultra-thin film. This allows inconspicuous integration of solar cells onto surfaces like building windows, walls, and even vehicle windows. The see-through solar layer harnesses light waves across the visible and invisible solar spectrum, maximizing energy generation while maintaining transparency from both sides. The company continues working to enhance moisture resilience and durability for guaranteed decades-long power output at efficient levels. Panasonic also aims to ensure reliable energy storage and distribution through grid integration for round-the-clock clean electricity. The firm envisions the organic films enabling urban infrastructure to discreetly generate on-site renewable energy at scale. What are the main business, ethical, and brand motivations underlying Panasonic's substantial investments into developing transparent solar films? As a long-standing leader in consumer electronics and home appliances, Panasonic finds itself at a strategic crossroads regarding how to future-proof its business in an era of sustainable transformation across industries. The company has set ambitious targets to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030, in line with trends of major corporations responding to societal decarbonization pressures and climate imperatives. However, Panasonic envisions going beyond minimizing its own corporate footprint to actively catalyze wider clean energy transitions globally. Central to this strategy are high-risk, high-reward bets on pioneering next-generation renewable technologies like organic transparent solar films, which can enable step-change emissions reductions externally. By investing heavily in such innovations, now despite uncertain future viability, Panasonic shoulders early development risks in return for potential future first-mover advantages as adoption scales. The company intends to make its transparent solar photovoltaic core to its long-term business strategy and identity. Widespread infrastructure integration could allow Panasonic and its clients to dramatically slash both direct operational emissions and, equally important, indirect value chain emissions. This represents a play towards differentiated climate leadership branding. However, Panasonic also insists the clean energy transition solutions it provides, like solar films and EV batteries, must count associated avoid emissions. Their technology's proliferation indirectly enables within societal net zero accounting. So beyond ethical arguments, amplifying calls for avoided emissions considerations alongside the direct footprint reductions. Panasonic offers strategic self-interested motivations as well. Quantifying huge yet currently discounted Marco's sustainability multiplier impacts could highlight Panasonic's outsized cross-sector climate contributions. This novel spotlight on avoided emissions alongside traditional inventory approaches also aims to influence international decarbonization policy frameworks. If avoided pollution facilitated by clean replacements earned recognition equivalent to cut direct emissions, Panasonic argues much greater incentives for accelerated corporate sustainability investments would follow economy-wide. Hence, the company's multiplying avoided emissions narrative synergizes, supplementing its in-house mitigation actions while advocating for augmented climate action ambitiously economic-wide. Realizing such a vision demands pioneering innovations like see-through solar demonstrated climate solution viability first at commercial scale. What are the most promising infrastructure integration and application opportunities for scaling up transparent solar films? Panasonic's organic photovoltaic technology offers enormous potential for discreetly turning everyday built environments like office and homes into clean energy oases, accelerating local net zero transitions. Skyscrapers could generate substantial solar electricity from existing glass facades. Vehicle sunroofs and windows also provide obvious integration opportunities. Optimizing solar absorption without demanding additional space presents a key advantage over rooftop photovoltaics. But realizing such a vision at scale remains contingent on addressing complex barriers around installation, reliability, and grid interconnection. Construction companies must find adoption straightforward, while efficiency and multi-decade lifespans will need to match conventional solar counterparts. Most critically, plug-and-play compatibility with existing distribution infrastructure will make or break feasibility across sites. Tackling these challenges can unlock distributed solar generation at mass scale. What are the most serious potential challenges or limitations that could obstruct feasibility for massive adoption of organic transparent solar films? While invisible organic solar films undoubtedly bear enormously promising sustainability potential, critics caution around uncertainties that could inhibit their ultimate scalability to achieve climate progress at the pace required. Manufacturing reliable throughput and achieving cost competitiveness with conventional solar remains unproven. Additionally, widespread integration depends on ensuring weather resilience across years and seamless plug-and-play installation compatibility with localized grids. Questions also persist around constructability for construction industry and return on investment hurdles that could slow uptake absent additional financial incentives. Until such barriers to infrastructure integration can be addressed and balanced against alternative solar technologies rapidly improving, the ultimate contribution feasibility of transparent films for deep decarbonization remains difficult to project. In what ways could proliferation of transparent solar glass accelerate global renewable energy transitions and decarbonization goals? Mainstream, invisible yet productive solar glass facades hold exponential potential to unlock distributed clean energy capacity widely considered vital within global climate solutions. Proliferating organic photovoltaic integration allows even space-constrained dense urban buildings and electric vehicles to maximize on-site emissions-free power generation beyond what limited rooftops alone can afford. Avoiding carbon-intensive traditional grid reliance enables outsized decarbonization progress. Panasonic also maintains that equipping its batteries in surging electric mobility enables enormous avoided emissions benefits that transparent films can supplement across domains. Making such avoided impacts quantifiable with international net zero accounting could further catalyze clean energy investments across industries. While direct supply chain greening remains imperative in parallel, spotlighting cross-sector sustainability multiplier effects helps convey the full climate solution potential of innovations like organic solar when responsibly scaled. What are the sharpest ethical concerns skeptics have raised around Panasonic's transparency film development and avoided emissions advocacy? Some critics argue Panasonic's championing of organic films risks enabling industry greenwashing rather than driving deep carbonization transformation. Its arguments around avoided emissions accounting could allow manufacturers to underinvest in fully decarbonizing notoriously emissions-intensive factory operations and supply chains. Until achieving process intensity and near circularity benchmarks, detractors contend any avoided emissions claims only serve to distract from direct footprint reduction imperatives in own operations. Furthermore, questions persist around whether efficiency and reliability can ever rival incumbent solar technologies rapidly improving along steep cost curves. While transparent visibility films bear promising potential, their ultimate contribution feasibility compared with alternatives under existing accounting regimes remains disputed on ethical grounds as well as practical uncertainties. Do Panasonic's transparency films reflect the cross-domain systems innovation imperative for harnessing sustainability multiplier effects globally? Panasonic's solar glass technology symbolizes the complex cross-sector solutions required to meet society's net zero imperatives. The fact major manufacturers like Panasonic must innovate across their value chains while contending with indirect effects spotlights the realities of cascading decarbonization. Although reasonable skepticism pervades around transparency films specifically, their development and associated avoided emissions advocacy reveals interdependencies that demand holistic life cycle thinking. The integrated innovation and collaboration essential to optimize optimized transparency films, sustainability promise equally applies to consumer preferences, financing, infrastructure, policy, and interconnected research. Only by embracing this system's perspective across technologies and sectors can societies accelerate progress and uncover potential for multiplier effects beyond direct linear interventions alone. Thus, beyond their standalone merits, Panasonic's films represents the multifaceted transition urgencies societies face. Panasonic's revolutionary transparent solar glass holds enormous potential for hiding clean energy generation in plain sight across infrastructure if key efficiency and integration barriers can be overcome. But beyond promised contribution feasibility, the ripples effects of avoided emissions and systems interdependencies, the technology spotlight make clear the complex transition imperative. To achieve the pace and magnitude of climate change objectives now necessitates societies must leverage innovation across every domain while centering ethics and equitability each step. Panasonic solar films may or may not prove optimal solutions, but their development demands the multiplying mindsets that, properly directed, can yield exponential progress. As we wrap up our exploration of Panasonic's plans to enter the solar industry, it's clear that this move has the potential to reshape the renewable energy landscape. If you found this discussion on solar power and technology insightful and want to stay updated on more developments in the renewable energy sector, don't forget to hit that like button below and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you engaging content on the latest advancements in technology, innovation, and sustainability. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay informed.